name is Lorraine Koss. I am your council person for District 4, and I'm here today, and I think it's the 11th day of the CDC 2 weeks. I'm here today with Chief Lamm. He is not only chief of our fire department, but director of our emergency operations. I've been getting a lot of questions and comments and good suggestions from you, and I want you to keep those coming. We're going to have time in the coming days to get those questions answered, and we're going to start today with Chief Lamm. So Chief Lamm, I have been following the Florida Department of Health site, which has got a great dashboard. Every day I take a look at that. It's got all the numbers on it, right? Really follow the trajectory of this thing. And I'm concerned because I started writing the numbers down Saturday, which is just 5-6 days ago, and it's tripled. The number of cases in Florida has tripled. So I guess I want everyone to understand, and I want to make sure we all understand what this flattening the curve is all about. Can you explain that a little bit more?
So flattening curve means what we're trying to do is we don't want this event to last longer, which normally happens when you flatten something out. It means it goes on for an exponential amount of time. We need to follow those CDC guidelines for social distancing, making sure that we continue to wash our hands, doing everything that we can do as good citizens to combat the spread of this disease. We're going by those recommendations, which gives our organizations and our community a time to recover from that. Lets us get a stronghold of it. If you actually look at the city of New York now, they're in a crisis where they're not able to flatten the curve because so many cases are popping up. They're still continuing to climb. For here, what that means for us is if we're able to flatten that curve, it gives our healthcare workers, it gives our first responders an opportunity to really get ahead of this thing and start to make that downward turn in the number of cases that we continue to see, and allows us to stay caught up and continue to answer those vigilant calls to protect our communities, continue to use our social distancing.
Okay, that really explains it well. Another way I've heard it explained that made a lot of sense to me is that we're all kind of divided into Group A or Group B. Group A is all those emergency responders, it's the nurses, the doctors, it's the store clerk, it's our water and wastewater operators, it's our truck drivers, it's everyone that's needed to keep our society going and to keep managing during this pandemic. Group B, our job is to make sure that Group A stays healthy. And so I believe that all of the precautions we need to make when we go out, when we wear masks, when we wash our hands, it's not just for yourself, it's for all these other people that we need to keep our society, our community going so that we can manage through this crisis. Well, thank you so much, Chief Lamm, for answering those questions. And this has been really good for me and for the questions and comments, the suggestions I'm getting from the citizens of Cocoa. I hope you will keep those coming.